Good morning, YouTube. Wow, I'm such a tool for doing that right off the bat. Have you ever you're about to eat and then you're just like, have I washed my hands for the day? When I used the restroom, did I wash my hands? When I swiped, did I wash my hands after? And then you smell your hands, you're like, I don't know, my hands always smell good no matter what, even if I'm touching. Anyways, they're clean. I did wash my hands. Welcome to the video. Welcome to a full day of eating. Oh man, it just made me think about my dad when we would talk about disgusting stuff. He's not able to eat like until a few minutes in, until we're done talking about nasty stuff. And me personally, you could talk about the most craziest, nastiest, even like gory stuff ever, and I'm fine. I'm fine. Speaking of gore, yesterday we watched Alien Romunculus, Romanus, something like that. It was extremely good. Easily one of the top three Alien franchises, like in the whole series. Like it was better than Alien 3 and all the other like Resurrection. I thought it was better than Alien Covenant, and yeah, it's definitely up there. Like I put Alien 1 and 2 Aliens kind of like they're kind of lined up together. So we'll just make those into one movie. And then Prometheus and this Alien we watched yesterday is definitely like top three. It's really good. Like there are sequences that they did with aliens where I'm just like, wow, that's very unique. That's very suspenseful. I peed like probably 5 times throughout the movie, just because not in my seat, guys. I had to go run. I sprinted every time to the movie just because I was just like, oh, this is like a quiet time. I am going to sprint so I don't miss the crazy stuff. And luckily, we didn't miss crazy stuff. Um, and like the acting was top notch. One thing I liked about the acting too was they chose actors that were not very known. I really love it when I didn't know any of them. They were like they're the accent sounded Australian, maybe. What was it? Like some sort of English, not English. Yeah, they're very unique and they were like good actors. Like the main lead actress, she did such a good job. I was very impressed. Like everybody did a good job. I guess they did a good job because there was like two characters that I absolutely hated. I was like, you're stinking annoying. So yeah, when you hate a character just because they're doing a good job, yeah, that's when you know it's good. Um, but yeah, one thing I really like too is they played with prosthetics finally. Finally, you don't see a lot of movies with prosthetics these days, and like it looked legit, it looked real. Kind of gave me back to the OG Alien, like the very first two. So you'll definitely get those elements. There is CGI, but the CGI, like you feel immersed in it. Like I felt like we were in a real life full experience. Like we are interactive ride, yeah, in the movie, and I was just like, yo, we're in for a ride, and we were like I needed to pee the final hour, but so much stuff was happening one after the other. Like you would think, like, okay, the movie's gonna end. They're like, oh, we're still going. And I was just like, I was literally at the edge of my seat gripping it because I was hurting because I needed to pee so bad. But we made it, guys. Really good movie. Really good. Anyways, this is the first meal. We're having two double Oreos. I'm trying to limit my sugar intake to just these two guys a day because right now I'm recovering from having those crumble cookies I had on Monday, and it was a lot. It was a lot, guys. Like it was so much that I slept for 3 hours. I don't think I've had that much sugar in one sitting that quickly. Um, anyways, we're having two Oreos, a double stack on pancakes, and the pancakes are made out of HTLT subs right there. This one scoop tastes really good in pancake form. Like it tastes like a birthday cake. Pancake is fruity pebbles. All the fruity. We love the fruity. And then, so it's one scoop of that, 85 grams of flour, and then some baking soda and a pinch of salt. And then we're gonna throw on some syrup. I couldn't find the syrup. Paige always finds things in the fridge, and I could never find it. It's like, oh, I couldn't find it, and the syrup was literally like here. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Paige, she's gonna be one of those moms. Like, I know our little boys are gonna be like me, most likely, or maybe our little girl. Who knows? Like, they're just gonna be, Mom, I can't find anything in the fridge. And yeah, all little boys, right? And then Paige is like, it's right here, and they're gonna be like, oh, yeah. Anyways, let's dive into this. We're doing 28 grams of. I think this is Miss Buttersworth. 28. Maple Grove Farms. I've been missing the sugar-free stuff because we've been using this other brand, and the other brand is just not doing it for me. The maple just tastes so watered down, tastes really mid. So check that out. Oreos, yes. We love our Oreos. I used to do this even in prep, guys. Like, I would have 2 Oreos a day, all the way up to like the final month, I believe I stopped. Or 2 months. Prep. Can't sleep on this bad boy. And what I would do, once I finished the entire bag, I would switch to a different flavor. So I might do that again. The problem is, I like this one just because this is like not the family pack, so it's not too many Oreos, so I could finish it pretty, like in about maybe like 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more than that, and I can move on to a different form. But the other ones, they come in family packs, so they take forever, so I get a little bit like, all right, let's move on, just because sometimes it gets a little old. But that's definitely, I feel like the OG Oreo is my favorite. Second is a birthday cake, and then third, I really liked, it was like called Java, or even like the peanut butter pie cream.
You didn't like the Java one.
Did I not like the Java?
You liked the peanut butter one.
It was a peanut butter one. I got confused because they're both kind of the same color. Yeah. But yeah, I'll see you at the next meal. Bye. You can leave now. Are you gonna leave? You're smiling.
Man, guys, can I just say bodybuilding is freaking hard. It's all mental. It's really hard to flip off the switch. It almost feels like you don't flip off the switch at all. And after my show, I've had a few refeed days, and doing those refeeds itself has been mentally like difficult for me, just because I just like giving the allowance of having a certain amount of food and then going back to tracking my food perfectly the next few days and on. It just messes with my mind. And I've had a couple of slip ups to the point where, because of those mess ups, just because I was so perfect all the way up to show day, and then having to have these refeeds after show day and feeling like it's not at its perfection just like really screws me up in the mind. And it really makes me realize that I have issues with perfectionism, and I should really like be easy on myself and, really be kind to myself. Just because when I had a little bit more food than I should have, I treated it like as if I was like sinning. Like, I have Christian background. I would meet with like pastors, ministers, and priests, however you want to call them. And there were times where I feel like I had worthiness issues of feeling aligned with God. And so I would meet with these leaders to help me kind of get back on track to be spiritually minded rather than of the world, and just like in sinful act. It was just having immorality issues. And most of it was just like online habits that I developed since the age of 12. And when I was having food, like more food than what was planned on the program, I compared it so heavily to like sinning, or to just like I don't know, I just felt like a horrible person, guys. And then it got so obsessive that I was thinking about food and how to make my food taste better, or how to not make it taste better. Or I would tell myself, it's like, okay, when I eat food, I had to hate it every time for me to like not give in. It just became very unhealthy for me, man. And it made me realize like how mental this sport is, and that how it's really difficult to be locked in all year round. And I had to change my environment. I had to change my perspective in things, just because through show prep, I was lacking energy, right? And because I was lacking energy, I couldn't put focus in my relationship with my wife, Paige, which really bothered me. Once I got back into eating again, I mean, eating about almost 3,000 calories now, like I do have the energy now. But since I'm having this bad relationship, I'm focusing more on this bad relationship with food rather than my wife. And so I thought once I had energy that I was going to prioritize my wife more, but I was so stuck with this food and this obsession that I was just like, man, there's a problem here. So what we've been doing, at least that's been helping me, is like we go out like twice a week to either eat or do something together, and that has been really helping me be more present and be more aligned. Where before on prep we didn't really go out just because I couldn't really eat much or do much, or even like walking from here to the car like felt like a chore just because how heavy my hips were cramping and my legs and all the above, right? And so, and we're getting better as weeks go by. Like this week is feeling a lot more better than before. And I had to change my environment too, where I was working out at my gym for 2 months before show day, and even like almost a month after. And for me to just kind of like, I realized I have really put myself in a position to be away from social environments to focus on prep, that when we went to like an expo the other day and being around people, like it was awesome. Like I love being around people, but having to fall out of practice of it, like I felt really anxious and just like social anxiety just kicked in. I was like, what's going on? And it was frustrating to me because I was just like, man, I forgot how to talk to a human being. What the heck? I can talk to a camera like you guys, but I can't talk to a human being. And it was just like, dang, like I really still need to heal from prep in general, which is it's a struggle, but hey, we're here, and we're getting better every day, every week. Man, this shirt's making me look kind of big, if I'm being honest. Love this freaking shirt. Gives me Makes me think about the Holy Spirit, and also makes me think about the freedom, the wings of freedom from Attack on Titan. Well, this is the next meal, guys. It's 100 grams of oats, 1 cup of almond butter, and then 1 scoop of the HTLT subs, oh my gosh, the fruity cereal. And then I put like 70 grams of frozen strawberries in here. I'm super excited. I haven't tried this yet. And going back to mindset and everything, um, having to have food again, like random foods, like to cookies, to pizza and everything, like it gave me such, especially the stuff with sugar. I've had such a huge sugar rush to the point that I've been craving sugar a lot. So I've been tapering off sugar here and there. The only things I'm going to allow is those 2 Oreos. But bro, I was having like maybe a crumble cookie once a week, maybe two, and just like having that throughout the week, and my body constantly wanting it throughout the week is just like, oh, it just wasn't good for me. Like if anything, I need to tone down that amount of sugar as opposed to the Oreos. The Oreos is just like that. That's fine. I can handle that. And on top of that, even like up to show day, I was drinking probably about like 400 milligrams of caffeine. So the caffeine was pretty high. And this is day 3 of being off of caffeine completely. Like I've been just taking the non-stem, the pre-pump from HTLT subs, the strawberry margarita, really good flavor. Use go Josh. But yeah, so I feel like I'm dealing with 2 things. One, being away from sugar or less sugar, which is giving me headaches. Like I had a crumble cookie the other day. You guys saw that video, and it knocked me out for 3 hours. Like, yeah, I didn't even. And on top of that, like my body felt so achy and like heavy in a weird way. I'm just like, it definitely taught me lessons. Like, all right, don't have too much crumble cookie throughout the week. If anything, like moderation, man. But so now we're trying to focus more on whole foods. So that's why I'm having these oats. It's gonna make me nice and full. And then a lot of my meals throughout the day is gonna be like rice, chicken. Earlier this morning we had flour, and the flour makes me pretty full. So foods that make me feel full, and then the ingredients got to be pretty simple. Just because if I try to go all out on making this gourmet looking nice presentation, then I'm gonna go a little nuts in like wanting more. Because to be honest, my Samoan genes, like it's awakening. Like the beast is in there. They're just like, we want to eat everything. And I'm just like, bro, chill out. I know you want to eat a whole island right now, but we need to chill. Like I know I could down 8,000 calories pretty easily, but we need to like really control it because right now these are our macros. It's 375 carbs a day, 70 grams of fat a day, and 190 grams of protein, which is a good amount. But even after eating that, like, not that I'm hungry, but the body just like, dude, you could go more. You know you could. And I'm just like, nah, we need to stay true to the plan because we need to obtain the shape, the pro level physique that we're wanting, which is why we changed our environment to go to a pro level gym. Every time I go in there, I'm just reminded, like, all right, we have a 7-time Olympian over there working out. Josh, they're killing it. You want to get on that level someday? Lock it in. Here's a taste test. Wow. This is a pre-workout meal, by the way. Holy cow. Fruity cereal, oatmeal, and strawberries. That's a delight. Sorry for the rant, guys. Just was on my mind. I'm trying to make meals too that remind me on prep. My first meal was always pancakes. Second meal was always some sort of oatmeal. And then my last couple meals was some sort of rice and like chicken or protein, or even like rice cakes. But instead of rice cakes, we're using sourdough. We got some sourdough the other day and it's really bomb. I'll show you the sandwich I'm making out of it. My basics summer sandwich. That does not look pretty, but it is pretty. It goes down pretty. See you at the next meal. And we're back from the gym, talking to you from my cupboard. Look, I could just close the door. Yeah, see? Welcome. You're like the Indian in the cupboard. Have you guys ever watched that movie, The Indian in the Cupboard? I remember I used to have my own cupboard, and I got my toys and would put them in it, and then I would close it, and I had the key too. And then I would open it, and I'm like, are they going to come to life? And they didn't. So I was just like, wow, ruined my childhood. Also, Toy Story 2. I remember Toy Story, I would believe that my toys were alive, so that's why it's hard for me to get rid of things, is I just think that if I'm walking away, or if I give them away, they're going to be like having nightmares of me holding them, and I'm like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Yeah, don't want to do that to my toys. Anyways, what we're having next is, this is my first time ever making a grilled cheese, because your boy has just never made a grilled cheese in his life. So we put some cheese in here. They didn't even melt all the way. That's okay, just because I do like my cheese cold anyways. And then we would put 2 slices of ham. We love our freaking pigs. And then we got some ketchup right here. I figured I should pour ketchup. Actually, how much did I put on? 31 grams? I feel like that's a lot. We're going to put 48 grams, though, because apparently that's 3 tablespoons, and that's how much I'm supposed to have. So we're going to get a live taste test of my very first grilled cheese. So there's a first for everything, guys, and you guys get to experience it. I got to say, on my way here, just because the gym, I worked out with a friend of mine, and he lives like an hour away, so we had to meet in the middle. And I chose to go to the gym at 9 a.m., and I forget that's the time everybody's going to work. So it took me like 45 to 50 minutes to get there. And to get back, it was like 30 minutes, and I could already feel my body was just like, we need to eat. And I'm just like, bro, shush the heck up. Shush up. Food. Wow, that's a lot of ketchup. That's 48 grams right there. Yeah, we're going to dip it right here. Bon appetit. Oh. Tastes like a fried cheese melt from Denny's. This sourdough tastes really good when it's not burnt, but toasted. Kind of wish we had a toaster, but the pan does the job. And you know what? Another thing about the pan makes it feel more authentic, more, I don't know, tangy. That's really good. This is a whole lot of ketchup. Look at that. Always dip your ketchup in your sandwiches. Like, even when I eat burgers too.
Oh, so good.
Okay. I'm like trying to take a picture for you guys. That's a good photo. Anyways, we'll see you at the next meal. Next meal is going to be pretty fruity with chicken. Stay tuned.
Oh, really? Can I have a bite?
All right, call me freaking weird, guys, but we are going to have some 202 grams of banana, and then we're going to have frozen, it's 70 grams of strawberry, and we're going to put chicken inside of that. And then what we're going to do next, check out my little setup I'm going to do so you guys can see a taste test behind the scenes. That is the pre-pump I used earlier today. And then we're going to put about, I believe, 17 to 20 grams of this bad boy on top of the chicken, because chicken and honey taste really good. So let's see, let's see how this tastes like. All right, we drizzled the honey on it, so there it is. Yes, chicken, banana, strawberries, and honey. That's a good photo right there. So here it is right here. I don't know how, but the combo of the frozen banana and the strawberry fused as if it tastes like pineapple. So it's literally pineapple and chicken. That's how it tastes like. And it's probably the honey that's helping it out too. Wow. It's really good. The best of both worlds. You get frozen and a hot chicken in there. Man, this is oddly good. I'm not messing with you guys. Definitely gonna start eating this more often. You see, it was either chicken or 82 grams of rice. It's 82 grams of rice was not gonna do it for me. That's why I did the banana. And I feel like banana's gonna hold me over till my last meal, which will be at a restaurant we're going to. It's called Sneaky Bird. It's like breaded chicken sandwich I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna get some tots. Hey, my tots! You guys ever watch Napoleon Dynamite? I'm gonna enjoy the crap out of this meal. 8 ounces, by the way, of this chicken. I approve. I approve. Welcome to Sneaky Bird, where a lot of birds come here for their sneaky links. Wow, look at that. We got tomato, a breaded chicken. What else is in here? Some lettuce, shredded. Gotta get shredded. Then we got some tots. Paige got some wings with cucumbers, and man, she's a bunny.
Oh, that's dirty.
Dirty bird. Sneaky bird, dirty bird. All right, that is the end of the video, guys. Full day of eating. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, do that for me and Paige. All that good stuff. And go destroy your goals. Love you guys. Bye.